What's up, guys? It's Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. I'm back with another Unpopular Opinions live. So, I want to talk about this topic. It's motivated by several things. Big shout outs to my homegirl, Ayana. I had a long conversation with her earlier today, and we kind of touched about this and so many other topics. I first want to give a big shout out to the customers of the AfricanSuperstar.com. Please do head over and check out my goods. I have an amazing collection. African Superstar X Ghana. I also have swimwear. Please take a look. All right, guys, thank you for coming back. Please make sure that you like the stream when you come in the room and don't be shy to greet me. Today, I want to talk about Black people do not really want unity. Most are all talk. So, this is an unpopular opinion. People aren't going to want to hear it, but it's very obvious. Because at the end of the day, if we truly wanted unity, we would go for unity. We will begin to work together. We will begin to create families. We will begin to educate our own children. We would focus on our homeland. We would enterprise with our people. You know, most people are all talk. I know that most people are all talk because I'm someone who walks the walk. And the people that are prepared to walk this walk are in few in comparison to the scores and millions of people that talk about, yeah, we need to be, we need to do unity and this, and you know, there are fundamentals of community, guys. Okay. There are fundamentals of community. There are fundamentals of how to educate children. You know, there are economic fundamentals and community fundamentals. Huh? Okay. We have several great examples of how communities and cultures and things like that, especially successful ones, we have so many case studies as to how they operate. Yet and still, we operate contrary to that. And somehow, I mean, I don't know how my peers think or expect that any change is going to happen in our community without strategic measures being put into place. We also see, like I talked about yesterday, um, or I talked about previously, that some people are coming to the continent and creating, discord on the continent. You know, this is a great opportunity for the diaspora to reacclimate themselves with the continent and create and fortify relationships with people on the continent. This is a great opportunity. But instead, we see what a lot of our people are doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and come out and say it verbally. People talk. Okay. We talk about, the violence that happens in the black on black community. This gun violence needs to stop, and all these kids and this, but yet and still we participate, perpetuate, and even invest our money in things that are detrimental. Why do we support things that are destroying our community? Why do we promote things that are destroying our community? Why don't we take proactive steps to edify our community? Big shout out to the African Superstar family. I see you there, Eternal Blossom. She's the only one in the chat from what I can see in the chat room. Thank you so much. Please make sure you like the stream. Um, this issue of like the miseducation of our kids, I talk about it quite frequently on the channel because to me it's mind-boggling how we understand and recognize that our children are being miseducated. We even acknowledge being miseducated, but we don't take any strategic measures to change that. you know that to me is really, really challenging. Now, I understand when you are a pioneer, because I'm a pioneer. Creating the new path, creating the new blueprint, or maybe curriculum, the new school, or whatever. I understand breaking the mold and changing the game is challenging, but guys, realistically, you know, if we are not actually implementing the unity that we want to see or the change that we want to see, then there will be no change. It will continue to be more of the same, you know? And we look at the state of the Black family, we look at the state of the Black man, we look at the state of the Black woman, Black children, okay? There are very realistic reasons why many people are behaving the way that they're behaving. Do we take time to analyze the root? Do we even care? And once we determine what the root cause is of these problems, why are we not attacking the root cause? This is how I know the majority of you, even the majority of my viewers, okay, you're not serious about the things you talk about. Okay, you're not serious about Africa, you're not serious about unity, you're not serious about Black love, the Black family. You're not serious. Your lifestyle, your actions does not align, would never give the indication that you're serious, because serious people align their words and actions together. You can look at that person and say, okay, this person's serious about it. Let's just say Eternal Blossom now. This is all hypothetical, but she's the only one in the chat room, so I only have her to use. Big shout outs. Okay. We got two people. Thanks, Ajike, represented from our members only. I see you, sweetheart. Thank you for being there. All right. So let's say we have two individuals, Eternal Blossom and Ajike. That's all we have here today. Thank you, guys. Now, both of them claim that they want to be chefs. Okay. Now, in reality, Eternal Blossom, she's a teacher, you know what I'm saying? And now she's living her best life in Ghana. She's not currently using that potentially. But both of these girls say, you know what, I want to be a celebrity chef. I want to have my own restaurant. Okay. Now, Ajike is the one that goes to the culinary school. She says, okay, you know what? Let me get some culinary expertise under my belt. Let me see how, to do this. All right. Now, her and Eternal Blossom are both talking about they want to be chefs. All right. Now, if a third party, let's just say me, I'm the third party in this situation. I come along and I look at these two ladies. Let's just say I have, a hotel, okay, and I'm looking for a new chef. So I'm looking for a new chef. When I look at the two of them, okay, when I look at the two of them, and I'm kind of looking for a protege, okay, because I'm building up my hotel. It's not actually, active, but I'm looking for someone who I can train up and everything. Out of the two people, out of a GK and Eternal Blossom, who would I choose, guys? First trivia question. Okay, I'm a hotelier. All right, getting ready to break my brand new 5-star hotel out. I need a chef. I need someone who I can train. I need a protege. All right, both ladies say they want to be a chef. We are going to go with a GK, okay, because a GK is the one that actually took the initiative to go do the course to learn about, commercial, being a chef and all of that stuff. Okay. Eternal Blossom, she's very charismatic. I know her. She's a good friend of mine. She talks a good game. But if there's nothing to match up, then we're going to deduce that she's not serious about her goals. And this is what I'm telling all of you people and everyone who finds this video. That's what I'm telling all of you. You are not serious about unity. Look at how you treat your counterparts. Look at how you treat other demographics of Black people. Look at how you talk to them. Look at how you do business with them. Are you investing in the young people? Are you investing? What are you doing? Let's take a look. Self-reflection. Look at your life. Ask yourself in that very same example. You want to be a chef. Would I choose you for the hotel? Have you done anything to demonstrate that you're serious? And another thing I want to point out, guys, listen. All right. The fact that you may walk your path alone, the fact that you may not have a lot of camaraderie on your journey. Guys, listen, if you're serious about the cause, none of that stuff is relevant. Because it really doesn't have to do with them, it has to do with you. And when you know the truth, you just have a responsibility to display that truth. What other people do with it is their choice. I decided that I want to be a resource to my community, period. The number one reason I chose to be a resource to my community is for other people like myself. Not for all the unbelievers and not for all the ignorant people and not for all the ups and downs. And no, no, no. I wanted to be the resource to that one person like me, that two individuals, the three, four, five, whatever, that is serious about their life but couldn't find the necessary resources to make moves outside of the US, make moves to the continent, find, for the intelligent, intellectual person that's not represented on social media. That's who I represent and that's who I talk to. And I don't care if a million people don't agree or understand my message. It's not for them. It's more for me than anything. Because I remember when I wanted to make moves, needing the necessary information, searching for it. I remember how the little bit of information that I did get was so beneficial to me. And I often reflect on how, if I had more information or if people, mentored me or whatever, how that would impact my life. This is why I do what I do. You see, so you got to differentiate, because some people will say to me, well, Gina, the journey's difficult. Obviously, many Black people are dysfunctional. There's a lot of problems in Africa. You haven't had the best relationship track record. Maybe you should, try something new. But guys, in the words of the Bible, you thought I was altogether like you, but I'm not. You see, what I care about is true and innate to Gina. When I go to sleep at night, I need the peace of mind knowing that I didn't identify problems and do nothing about them. All right. I need to know that the challenging areas of my life, I've done my very best to address them. And I need to know that I have imparted some wisdom to the future to also assist them in their journey. For me, that's enough. I understand that many of my peers are not going to be able to understand this. I understand because of what I'm talking about today. Because it's obvious to me that if our people really wanted change, they would just get it. They would just do it. Like Nike. Huh? I understand that if they really love the continent, they would move in a way that indicates that they really love the continent. Because it's really that simple, guys. And for some of our younger viewers, I know I do have some under 21s that watch me. Big shout outs to my younger viewers. I want to give you this words of wisdom for your future. Always look for people who align their words with their actions. That's how you're going to know that they're serious about anything. Serious about business, serious about friendships, serious about romance. For the ladies, the man that engages you, the man that wants to be at your side, the man who is comforting you, the man who wants to help you solve your problems, that's the man who really loves you. Not the one that sends you the good morning text, and not the ones who, the cutest guy, and he makes you feel good, and whatever. Look, if there's no actions to back up the things that he says, he tells you, oh, I'm going to marry you one day. Oh, I'm going to take you to Dubai. I'm going to wine and dine you. No. Actions with the words. That's how you know. That's even how many of you that watch me that don't know me, that have never met me, never seen me in my person, that's how you guys know that I'm serious about the things I talk about, because my words align with my actions. I say to you, I'm going to, do this and this and this and this. What was I saying this time last year? Actually, this time last year, last July, I just arrived in the UK. I spent, the summertime here. I came to work and raise money for my unreleased music project at that time. You guys didn't know I was working on it, but that's what I came to raise money for. Okay, because when I returned to Ghana, I immediately recorded 2 tracks and shot a music video. Okay, so I raised all that money on my own by working over the summer. I also raised money so I could go to the US and visit my mom because the plane tickets were astronomical. So the funds I made last summer, those are the things that it covered. Okay? Now those things are in the past, but those are things that I said I was going to do that I did. Some people, they can't express what they're going to do cuz they don't know what they're going to do and they haven't taken any action to do it. When I look at my people, I know that they're not serious because their actions don't match their words. And such were some of you. You see, I'm committed, for instance, to the Black family unit. Why am I committed to the Black family unit? Well, I understand that this is the way to perpetuate our people in the future. I'm also a product of a Black family unit. I understand how important it is. And there is no other suitable counterpart for me. Okay? I'm not even attracted to non-Black men. That's just the honest to God truth. So, what that means is, I, with the rest of my alignment, will align my beliefs with my actions. I can't say, well, I'm frustrated with my people, so I just throw in the towel. That's not, no. When you're genuine, that's not how it works. And some of you guys, we're adults and you should be mature at this stage of your life to understand that just because things are difficult doesn't mean that you should give up. Doesn't mean that you should just change your ideology and just because then that makes you look like a sucker and that makes you look like you were never serious in the first place when you just toss in the towel because things are up and down. And again, another adult premise is that that when you have toiled and you finally achieve, that victory is super sweet. I've dated several people, for instance, and things haven't worked out romantically. Why haven't they worked out romantically? Because I'm driving at a certain future reality, okay, which includes me living on the continent, raising my kids there, and staying Black and true. It's far-fetched for a lot of my peers, but guess what? It only takes one, guys. It only takes one. Let me encourage you on this very day. I had innumerable. Okay, do you guys know what innumerable means? That means so many things I cannot even count that were obstacles to, where I am currently in my life. When I look down at the blueprint, because I often will make a blueprint, I'll actually make, the strategic breakdown of how I'm going to achieve these goals. When everything I wanted to do, when I looked at it at first glance, I would think, wow, how am I going to do this? How am I going to afford this? This is impossible. I don't know anybody else who has done this, And if I looked at it like that and acknowledged the fact that I didn't know how to get to the end result, I would have nothing. I would have nothing. I would be no one. I would have done anything in life because everything that I've looked at, I really haven't had the understanding of how I'm going to achieve that. You know, um, so I'm not necessarily deterred. Don't get it twisted when I come to the channel and I talk about the challenges. I'm just being transparent. But because there's challenges, I'm not deterred. There's always challenges. Even when you're not pursuing your goals, there's challenges. Life is going to be difficult whichever coin you take it. Being a bitch and being someone's, whipping board and taking abuse and suffering silent, that's hard too. Yeah, that's hard too. And me personally suffering in silence and doing nothing about my circumstances is a slow, painful death. At least with my journey, I go through growing pains, but I have the potential to win. When you suffer in silence and you're someone's bitch, you're someone's peon, you're receiving abuse and there's no end in sight. I mean, it just breaks you down. You know, I rather live on my, what do they say? Uh, Die on my feet than live on my knees. Okay. I rather take the gamble of carving out my own path in life, going with those ups and downs, than just taking it as it is and just being the status quo, you know? And although I wish there were more like me that was about it, because I legitimately think that we could turn the tables if we were serious about the things that we talk about. Sometimes I look at Dr. Umar Johnson and I wish that he was serious. But at this point in the game, we got to kind of deduce that there are some questionable things about the brother, because it don't take that long to make a school, guys. And I'm not knocking the brother. He's a charismatic guy. He has a lot of great talking points. He can really fire up the people. He's definitely an orator. But at the end of the day, and nobody is exempt. When you're serious about the things that you talk about, they align with your actions. Unfortunately, for him and so many others, it's not matching up. And whenever that happens, guys, you need to begin to question it. You need to begin to question it, because someone who's true and someone is serious and genuine about the things they say will have a track record. They will have progress. They will have something to show for it. A lot of people, especially those of you in America and stuff, we all did higher education, right? A lot of people can say, "Oh, I went to this college and blah blah blah." Out of the, millions of students that go to higher education, considerably fewer of that can say, "I graduated. I have the proof. I finished." You see, for one reason or another, it is what it is, guys. And that's why I came to the conclusion of this topic today. Y'all ain't serious. Y'all are not serious, because it don't take all day. It don't take all day. And we recognize our enemies. We recognize a lot of the campaigns launched against us. We know that they are affecting our children. We know they're targeting our children. We know they're eliminating our children. And we just turn it, turn a deaf ear and say, well, whatever, and it's going to be too hard. And I mean, y'all got a laundry list, and I just wish that our people were like not so much punks. Because at the end of the day, guys, like I just expressed, okay, either path is going to be hard. All right. Either path is going to be hard. Are you going to take the path of less resistance because you don't want the pain? You're going to go through the pain either way. So shouldn't your pain, equate to something? Because that's how I feel. At the end of the day, when I have achieved my goals, it was worth it. For me personally, I'm just going to be, 100% honest with you guys. I'm virtually self-actualized. Okay. If you guys know the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if you don't know, go look it up. All right. It talks about where you are psychologically in your journey. And what self-actualization means is you know who you are as a person. You feel like you have achieved your life's work. I am 39 years old and I can happily say I don't have a bucket list, because the things that I wanted to do in my lifetime, I've already managed to do them. With the biggest one, migrating to the continent. I've impacted lives. I've traveled the world. I've, done the corporate thing. I've lived, I've had money, nice clothes. I mean, I've done it all. Now I'm a music star. That bonus. You know, already reached the pinnacle. This is the bonus chapters of my life. Um it's very gratifying to enjoy these things because I toiled after them, you know, and that's where they're so sweet, especially when people tell you you can't have, and if if and when, for instance, with my romantic life, that thing works out, it works out, it's going to be very sweet for me, trust me, because of all of the ups and downs. Just like living on the continent is so sweet for me. Like, even with the transitional things that are going on in Ghana, I mean, I still love Ghana so much. I still get excited whenever I think about it. Whenever, if I'm away from home and I think about boarding the plane, every time I board the plane to Ghana, I take a deep breath and my stress just melts away. Like, it is a huge accolade for me. And I say all this to say, because I see that our people have a lot of fear. You know, they're scared of this, they're scared of that. They don't want to say this. They don't want, listen, at the end of the day, we going to die anyway. Might as well put your mark on this world. Might as well stand for something. Might as well have a legacy. Might as well help the future generations be better off. I know that the message that I have is not popular. I know that selling out would be so much more appetizing, so much more profitable, you know? But at the end of the day, I'm like, nah, okay, I'm going to suffer either way. I saw some video. This is completely unrelated. Please make sure you like the stream, guys. Big shout outs to you guys. I might do shout outs, maybe. I saw this article about Cardi B. So recently, Cardi B released some kind of new song, and it's called "Shake It." Okay, and Cardi B went to Twitter, and she put a tweet, and she was saying that um she just wants to be free. She feels like this music is demonic, and she just wants to be a mother. You guys can actually look it up. I heard the audio clip, and you can just tell that she is really torn about what's going on in her life. And you know this is what I'm talking about. You see, because either way you go, there's a cost for something. I rather align my words with my actions. I suffer sometimes. I go through disappointment sometimes. Me and Eternal Blossom, we talked about that. We talked about the journey, about the continent, and being serious about the continent and what that's cost us. For me, it's cost me so many people, even near to me. Just people I just never imagined would go their separate ways. And it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, what I have, even in maybe fewer than I'd like. I mean, obviously I love a huge posse. Everybody wants a huge posse. Everybody wants people to have fun with, and enjoy your life with. I would love that. That's not what I was blessed with. But the thing is that the people that have come into my life, and the people that are currently in my life, are so high quality. They equate to several individuals. They equate to several individuals versus having a huge posse, and this one person does this and this one person does this, and you can't rely on, this person for that, and so on and so forth. You know, our people are not serious. Is the diaspora serious about the continent? I don't know. Some people are, some people aren't. Are people serious about change? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it to me. This issue of education, I mean, it's not rocket science. There's lots of other groups that take control of the education of their children. For instance, the Mormon community. Let's use them. The Mormon community is a religious group. For those of you guys who may not know, the Mormons, they have a very conservative religion, like old fashioned kind of thing. They practice polygamy, and it's primarily white. I do know there's some black Mormons, because black people got to always try to be chilling with the whites in their spaces. But the Mormons ain't letting the American government educate their kids. No, the Mormon church educates their kids. Okay, teaches them all about their religion, the way that they should live, and blah blah blah. That's hello. Even the Nation of Islam educates their own kids. And we can see a considerable difference between when people take the initiative to educate their own kids. There's a difference, because usually you have a certain affinity to your own people. It is what it is. Now, like I said, Eternal Blossom, she's a teacher. All right. She's going to have a lot more concern for her young black students than she would for the Asian students. She's not mistreating the Asian students, but she's not also going to go out of her way for them, because she can see herself reflected in those children. Or maybe her own child is one of her students, or these kind of things. We don't want to assume the responsibility, because what? Because it's hard. That is such a lame excuse, guys. We don't want to create black families because it's hard. Huh? It's hard. So you went and got with the white man because dealing with your own people was just so hard you couldn't take it. Okay. I got you. Living on a continent is so hard. So you can't do. Wait a minute. Is living in America not hard? Hello? Is living in Germany not hard? Some of you African migrants migrated to Germany, had to learn the language. Was that not hard? Was it not hard to move to China, where you can't even read the sign and have to learn Asian characters? Was that not hard? I mean, guys, we have to kind of eliminate this "it's hard, we can't do it" mentality. No, it's hard. Let's put our head to the plow. Let's innovate some solutions. Let's be resilient and achieve. Simple. Because actually, we know it's going to be hard. Hello. We know it's going to be hard. Okay. I'll give you the example. Then I am going to start shout outs. Okay. So anybody who's here that wants to be greeted, leave me something in the chat. Please make sure you like it. I'll give you this example because I just got out the kitchen, right? Today I had steak and potatoes and it was off the hook. Oh my God. Now, when I went out to the grocery store, because the grocery store is really not that close to my house, okay? I did my weekly shopping. I had to carry this heavy bag. I walked past the McDonald's and I thought, oh, should I stop by the McDonald's? I could just get a burger and fries in like 2 minutes, and then I could just eat because I was hungry, right? I was thinking about all the stuff. Okay, first of all, I got to walk home with this bag. I got to pack up all my, unload the groceries. I got to cook. Then I got to wash up afterwards and all that. But when I tell y'all that steak was hitting, when I tell you that steak was hitting, and those sauteed vegetables I made with the potatoes, and you can't actually get a home cooked meal fast food. I toiled a little extra to make the home cooked meal, but it was so good to me and it tasted so good, way better than the Big Mac and fries. We got to understand that sometimes the difficult things are going to be good for us in the long run. And maybe even not even that long. Because realistically, if we start being about the things that we talk about, we'll be able to see the fruit very quickly. I'm telling y'all. Okay. I got my British passport, for instance, in 2015. Okay. I applied late 2014. I got it in the spring of 2015. I moved out of the US in 2017. Okay. Moved to Ghana in 2020. Became a music star in 2021. What? Because it was hard, it didn't deter me. But life is sweet. I wouldn't have any of these things if I didn't persist. I had obstacles on every part of that timeline. I got obstacles here and today. You know, Tona Blossom knows all the stuff I'm going through, with my current video shoot out here in London. Listen, it can't be a deterrent. And honestly, guys, if you want to look back over your life and have some pride, especially if you feel that you made mistakes or you wasted time, but if you start right now today, I promise you, if you start right now today, you can build yourself a life or a portion of your life that you are proud of. I promise you that. And if your dream is the continent, you know, there's so much opportunity for us right over there. If you're starting today or you're starting soon or whatever, or you started last year, look, I'm telling you, some of us went from having no information about the content to now living there. Some of us went to, I've never been to the continent, to married and having families and businesses on the continent within a couple years. I challenge you. I challenge my viewers. I challenge everyone who finds this message, okay? And if you found this message is for you because I didn't even share this on my community tab yet, okay, during the live viewing. This message is to remind you and challenge you to align your dreams, wishes, your words with your actions. Trust me. It's the only way that they're going to come to pass. It's the only way. It's the only way they're going to come to pass. No other way are you going to achieve anything unless you align your beliefs, your words, and all of that stuff with your action. You've got to take action. If you claim you want unity, I should be able to look at you and tell because of how you behave and the things that you're doing and the efforts that you're making. Don't mind don't mind uh, the level of your influence because some people, that's a deterrent for some people. Okay, some people want to be affecting millions. I came into this world knowing, I came into this world of social media and all of this knowing I'm not going to affect millions. First of all, to be honest, I don't want to. Okay, because I don't want to be on the radar of the FBI and the CIA. I don't want them trying to poison me and assassinate me and all that because I'm just too prolific. I'm cool. All right. You see what they did to Malcolm, you see what they did to Dr. Martin Luther King. That's not my portion. Okay. I want to do my share. All right. So when I came into it, I thought, I know I'm not going to resonate with everybody. I know everybody's not going to like me, and I know everybody's not going to take me up. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with affecting 5 people. You see, if you set reasonable expectations for yourself, you can achieve your goals. My goal was I just want to help someone, somewhere, a few people. I just want to encourage them. I just want to motivate them. That's enough for me. I want to help the kids. I want to do something for the kids. I've already done it. You know, I mean the fact that I continue to do it, I know that my realm of influence is larger and larger the more I do it and all of that. I understand. But technically, I've already had the influence that I sought to achieve. Those of you guys that want to change the whole damn world, you want to see the whole continent change, and you want to see a complete, turnaround of our people. Yeah, you're going to be disappointed because that's not realistic. Matter of fact, that has never happened. Set your sights on realistic goals with whatever you're doing. Okay, you may be having difficulties in whatever you're having difficulties in. Make it realistic. Okay, is your dream goal, I want to make $50,000 a month, and once I do that, then I can build my mansion, this and that? Or is it, I could probably live off of $1,000 a month or maybe $2,000 a month in Africa? That's even generous. Set attainable goals and achieve those things. Our people just put the cart ahead of the horse. Like, just do step 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D. Just do it. You want unity? Just do it. How do you create unity? Some cohesion in your environment, your family, your friends, your kids. You know, Those of you with kids, your child is your direct connection to the future. Hello, you don't even got to go anywhere. Am I Eric Thomas? Those of you guys don't know Eric Thomas, he's a, motivational speaker. He goes around to all these different schools. I'm not Eric Thomas. I'm not on tour going to all these different high schools. I have nieces and nephews that I mentor. And for the larger spectrum of young people, I'm a cool rapper on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Music is a great way to communicate with the young people. People are attracted to the glitz and glam and what they see. I represent a glamorous life on the continent, and that's great. I'm doing my part. It's just that simple. If more of you guys were doing these simple things, we could begin to see change. It doesn't have to be a colossal change. It can be a minimal change that has an impact. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to do shout outs. Big shout out to the African Superstar family. What's up, guys? Are you here? Are you here in the building today? Let me see you. Big shout outs to Eternal Blossom representing our mission statement SMP. And we have Miss Ajike, one of our members only. Members only is represented by that circle next to their name. They get behind the scenes content of your girl and insider information that is available to them. So big shout outs to our members only for representing today. Big shout outs. Ajike knows Eternal Blossom because Eternal Blossom also has a YouTube channel with her husband in Ghana. Big shout outs to the family. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Soul Healing, I see you in the building. We got Soul Healing. We got Eternal Blossom. Huh? What? What's up, Mr. Andrew? I see you there. What's up, family? I'm going through shout outs. S.A. Smith. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope you guys are good today. What's up? What's up? Emoja, good to see you, brother. Very good to see the family. Jackie, hi, sweetie. SMP. Please make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe, guys. We're trying to get the channel up to 3,000 and I drop my next music video. I know some of y'all is waiting, so, let's get it up. What's up, Nana? Jackie's talking about some of those outlandish, okay, that's what you guys can put in there for me. Some of the outlandish things that people are they want. And to me, it's just an excuse. A lot of it is excuses because it's so outlandish, it's so unattainable that it's not going to come to pass. It's not likely to come to pass, which means you don't also have to take any action. So for instance, there are some people, some in the diaspora that's like, I'm not coming to the continent until they give me automatic citizenship and free land. I'm not going to the continent until there's no more visas. I'm not going to the continent until I get a all expenses paid trip to. Okay, you're not serious. you have every excuse in the book. Nah, we sorry you going through the ups and downs, but I know you're resilient. Stay strong, okay? Stay black and true. Don't give up. I know it's not easy. I know you're doing a lot. You're doing school. You got your family, and you live in America. I understand, but stay strong, okay? Hang in there. Okay, we're all adults on this channel. Most of us is adults, You don't shy from things because they're difficult. Hang in there. Okay, now somebody's knocking you upside your head and abusing you and this kind of thing, then those are the things that you need to walk away from. If it's harmful, abusive, you're suffering like that. But if you just need to like buckle down and get through to achieve something, if goals are on the other end of your difficult times, then you need to be resilient. Okay? Big shout outs. What's up? Jackie says she's going through too. I'm going through. We all going through it, guys. We are all going through the ups and downs. I promise you that. Everybody's fighting their personal battles, especially those of us that are ambitious. Okay. The more you're going for in your life, the higher you're going, the more stuff you're tackling, then the more potential challenges you will incur. It's just a game of probabilities, like I tell you guys all the time. Okay. Now, if I sit in this house all day long, you know, the probability of me having problems and this and that is less probably than if I go out in the community. Okay, I go out in the community, maybe people are driving crazy, maybe somebody's rude to me in the shop, maybe I go and I try to purchase something and they're out of stock of what. Okay, so in the same context as you are pursuing things in your life, the probability of you encountering problems while doing that is high because you're pursuing things, you know especially leaders, because leaders are leaders are usually pursuing things that people in their environment have not also done. They don't have references, they don't have resources, they got to create the whole path, they don't have capital, they got to do it all from scratch, from the ground. you know Anticipate the difficulty, but don't get derailed by the difficulty. Those of you guys that are pro-blacks, those of you that are pan-Africans, are you really going to get deterred because your people is messed up? Are you really going to stop talking the talk because you talk the talk and everybody didn't agree with you because somebody came on your YouTube video and talk stuff? So you're going to change your whole path because of that. Did you not anticipate that? Have you not studied great pan-Africans of the past? Do you not know that they also went through the very same thing that you're going through? So why you feel so special? Why you feel so different? You think you're going to come out here with a controversial, non-conventional way of life and everybody just going to embrace you and everybody just going to be like, yeah, we riding with the African super. No. No, they won't. You know, they won't. So if you need the cheering of the crowd, then just go ahead and take the status way of life. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B shoots $1 million music videos. Okay, my videos be in a few £100 realm. All right. Even with the $1 million video, she could come on YouTube today and people would donate money out of their butt for her next music video. I just need a couple hundred few pounds to do my music videos, and I can't get no support. But guess what? She's also making tweets about she just want to be free from that life. With all her money and all her fame and all of that stuff, you see, life is not easy. So we don't get off track by that. We don't get off track by that. I'm not deterred by any way. If you hear me talking about the reality of my journey, don't ever get it twisted that I'm deterred. Because guess what? It's not about them. It's for me. It's always been about me. So whatever they do ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? What's up, Superstar Bella? I see you, family. Big shout outs. Yes, this is another one. Africa owes us reparations. Another nonsense. You can't even get reparations from the Western nation that you live in. You feel me? But you expecting the continent to somehow, you're not serious. It sounds nice. Karen, it sounds nice, but people are not serious about it. I'm just telling you right now, they're not serious about it. They're not serious about it. Because if they were serious about unity, their maturity would supersede the challenges. And they would say, you know what, the ultimate goal is we want to achieve this. So we're going to put our differences aside to get that achieved. We wish your son a speedy recovery, okay, Nana? Yame Beye. All right. Keep your head up. Big shout outs to Karen. I see you there, family. Ajike's talking about the struggle. family not giving support, friends not giving support, you know. But I know a G, I mean, you know, I don't know her, not yet. We haven't met. But GK is about that life. You know, as long as I've known her through YouTube and Instagram, I see her. You know, she works on her fitness, she works on her goals, she puts her head down, she's going for it. You know what I mean? She supports me here on this platform. She's a customer as well. You know what I'm saying? I can deduce because of the way that she moves that she's serious about her goals. Sometimes she'll even send me emails and be like, "Hey girl, I've been a little quiet, but I've been working on my goals." And I believe her and I trust her for that. Big shout outs to GK and all of our members only. What's up? What's up? Jarena Star was in that kitchen. Look, everybody was in the kitchen today. My steak and potatoes was off the hook. Oh, it was so tasty. Superstar Bella makes a great point as well for those of you guys that need the camaraderie of the crowd. Okay, a lot of these people that they're hailing nowadays in their day and age, I mean, you never know. 100 years from now, people be like, "Oh my God, African superstar! Did y'all hear Ghana is good for me?" Like, I might be a mega triple superstar after I'm gone. Okay, it's a part of it. All prolific leaders, it's a part of it. So if you're someone who needs everybody just hailing, you know, yeah, yeah, just hyping you up, this ain't your journey. Okay. The way you know this is your journey is you are riding with it irrespective of everything. Okay. Irrespective of everything, you are riding. What's up, Ingrid? I see you, baby. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you, sweetie. Okay. This journey that you are on, it has nothing to do with anybody else. Let me tell you. That's how you know. If your journey is all about the other people, then you may not be true to self. I'm just keeping it honest. Because if you know anything about leaders, you know that they don't get support a lot of times. They don't get support. They don't get, you know, tremendous outpouring. They don't get fame, and you know, they're considered to be a nuisance. They're you know, they're shattering people's fake realities and they're calling people to action, and they're just challenging the status quo. That's not what people want. That's not what people like. So this your journey, it can't be about that. That's why at the end of the day, if people choose to stay in their chaotic environments in the West, I mean, that's not really my problem, you know? And I don't really feel sorry for them because, you know why? Because I'm actually providing resources to let them know alternative options. Okay. So once you know an option and you don't choose to investigate it, then I'm just led to believe you're choosing what the situation that you're in. Now we're always going to say, yeah, Gina, but there's some people that, you know, their circumstances. I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, you know, if you've lived your life in such a crazy way that you can't travel, or you're incarcerated, or you know, you were dealt a bad hand in life, it's unfortunate. But guys, as adults, we have the ability to make decisions, you know, and we need to take responsibility for some of the decisions that we make. You know, we can't blame all of the dynamics of our community on the external factors. They weigh in, but we are also doing it. You know, when you as a black woman is degrading to a black man, you know, or disrespectful to a black man, or raising your son in a particular way, is that who is to blame for that? When you as a black man is mistreating your counterparts, like we see that goes here on YouTube sometimes, there's these live streams, you have these people that are strangers to each other and they're insulting each other and degrading each other. Is that the white man? That's not the white man. That's black on black. Now obviously the white man has instilled stuff in us that makes us do it, but we still do it. And we still do it knowing the detrimental effect. When you, the Black woman, talking about you strong and independent, but you know at home in the night, you wish you had a partner next to you, but you acting like you want to do strong independent. When a partner comes into your realm that's decent, you reject them. Is that the white man? No. We allow these people to educate our kids without taking the responsibility of educating them ourselves. Is that the white man? Did the white man say, no, you can't educate your own kids? Are we stepping up to the plate? Are we even making an attempt? Because the continent at this moment is difficult, to make your transition to go to Africa. Am I still not able to go to Africa? I can still go to Africa. I can still use my passport, buy a ticket, and go. So the white man's not hindering me from it. He might be making the process a little difficult, a little expensive. I might have to find my own way and create my own resources, but I can still do it, right? So at the end of the day, we still have choices, guys. We still have choices in this thing, and I'm a can-do, solutions-oriented person. So I don't believe that I can't achieve things. I don't. I believe at most I'm going to experience delays. I'm going to experience setbacks. As long as I'm living and as long as I'm coherent, I can do things to help guide and direct my life's path. And I'm not deterred by what goes on with the people around me. People up and down having their experiences on the continent has nothing to do with me. People going through what they go through in the UK, going through what they go through in America, it has nothing to do with me. I'm choosing my own path. And I'm accepting the challenges with that path and still deciding I'm going to shape my future. Big shout outs to the African Superstar family. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I think I shouted out everybody who's here. And big shout outs to, again, Ingrid on that super chat. Y'all could get like her and support the stream. What's up, Derek? I see you there, family. Big shout outs to you guys. So this was my live stream today, okay? I've come to the conclusion, because of the fact that we don't take action, okay, that many of us are not serious. And basically, if your actions are not aligning with your words, that's the number one indicator. If all you got is excuses, then, whatever. It's whatever. And I'm going to close out with this. People are doing more than you with less. Yes. That's what I say to your excuses. People are doing more than you with less. People have found their way to the continent. People have changed the dynamics of their life. People are impacting their kids and other people around them with less. Some of you guys got way more than me. And I'm doing more than you. Huh? Just keeping it real. Some people got less than me and doing more than me. Sometimes when I think about my music, I'm like, oh, how am I going to do this? And I go on YouTube and I see these people that became TikTok viral stars, people that made a song in their basement. And hello, be inspired by the fact that people are doing more than you with less than you. So your excuses, they don't fly on my platform. I'm not going to validate your excuses. I'm not going to validate your excuses. I'm not going to validate the excuses of our people. It is pitiful. You can do something. You can have an impact. Are you going to change the whole face of the continent? No. No, probably not. It's unlikely that you would. Are you going to see the complete turnaround of the Black community in America? No. But could you help 5 people? I bet you could. Between now and the end of your life, could you impact 5 people? Before now to the end of your life, could you go to the continent? Could you live on the continent? Could you start a business? Could you figure out how to generate $500 a month, $1,000 a month? Could you? Do you not see your capabilities? because those are very realistic things. And like I said, people are doing a lot more than you with less. With that, I'm closing out. So big shout out to the African Superstar family. Guys, please head on over to the website, okay? And check out theafricansuperstar.com. Much love to the family. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.